this thing from early. Man, I've been doing this from day one.
Tell a man, calm down, tell a man, let go. I really don't wanna say let go. I'm a big man, but I'm not 30, and I'm still smoking the product.
So Jammer, 10 years of Lord of the Mics.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's been 10 years?
That's a good question. Do you know what? It feels like it's been 20 years. Because obviously it's 15 years of Grime. And then leading up to that I was always DJing. So I always had to ever since I've wanted to have a dream of having something that was respected and well known. It's been in the back of my head for 20 years, so it was all about bringing that spark to life and making it reality. So now that it's reality, it seems rather 20 years than 10.
Yeah, because it's been a lifetime's
Yeah,
work.
it's a lifetime's of work of me just trying to really bring what I saw in my head to light, to reality. But yeah, that's a weird question because when you said it to me, I've kind of went back in time capsule in my mind. And yeah, it feels like 20 years, it really does. But here's a decade. I'm happy, proud. Sometimes when I speak as well, people think that I'm very unenthusiastic recently because I kind of take everything for what it is, you know what I mean? It's I'm happy celebrating the 10 years. Obviously we got the Adidas collaboration, the Basement Wall clothing line, and the app, and we got the live show, and then we got the Basement clashes, and we got the 10 clashes on the DVD, and we got the documentary, and it's just and it's not really just about what I like. It's not about me because I don't want it to seem like it's all about me. But these are things that I wanted to do because I want people to understand how much goes into this and how much these people love doing what they do, how much depth it has to it, and how long it's took to get to here. And it's not just easy to do. So building this whole project, that's mainly what it was about, just showing how much work goes in. And I've even made it's like a 20-minute documentary. It's a short documentary. Okay. But I've got footage that I've collected over the past year. And this is just for me to make other little documentaries so people can actually understand, I hardly don't sleep sometimes because we're doing this. You got Tyler over there, people in my team, Cat 10 Letter, she's up most nights, making things happen. And sometimes it goes unnoted and not unrespected, but just people don't really, if you don't know, then you'll never know. You're not really going to go and try and research it, are you? So I want to dedicate this to everyone that's worked hard on these projects and helped us get to this stage. I want to send a shout out to James and everyone that absolutely believed in us. I want to shout out even to SRD, my previous distributor, for supporting for so long and helping us build it to this stage. With building everything, you always have to go to the next stage. So I have a new distributor now, which is Absolute, and they've been amazing. They've helped me make this app and do a whole load of other things that maybe wouldn't have been possible to just do on my own. So thanks to everyone that believed in it, 10 Letter, Absolute, SRD, Rico, Chantel Fiddy, who's now working and helping a lot of us. Tyler, who, when I phone him at 11 o'clock at night, actually still gets up and sends me the video clip that I need. Just to all them, Ratty, my business partner, it's an achievement, it's a decade since Wiley and Kano clash. And looking at the industry and the scene now and how much things everybody's achieved that come through the Lord of the Mics channel. And to be able to see now it being a platform to give to these new generation of artists. And for me to put on things like press days for them to all come down and get exposure in all sorts of magazines. I don't really talk about much of this stuff to people or anything, but I just think this is what we do this for, Like, everybody always thinks that Jammer's making a shitload of money on the other end of stuff. To be honest, it's cost me 60 grand to do this project.
Okay.
You know, obviously, I'm mostly going to recoup or break even and make a bit, maybe even make a bit of money on it.
Yeah, hopefully.
But initially, that is not what I'm doing it for. What I'm doing it for is to show, because if no one else is going to invest in the thing, you know, you got to show worth and value for it. You know what I'm saying? So putting into these people and letting them see that, yeah, dude, we can actually do this and pulling it off. Mm-hmm. It's more important to me, that is, you know what I mean, just to initially making profit today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just to show everybody else that is around that you can do this at this level. You know, because this music started from basically nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can tell, you know, I always think when you look at the initial Lord of the Mics clashes and you look at how it is today and the format, the quality of, obviously technology's improved in the last 10 years, but you can see the improvement with your own eyes. Like, what more can you say? And you can see how the brand as a whole has gone from being just, you know, a very underground, strictly grime fan thing to DVD to being a CD, the DVD, the live event, like you mentioned, all the collaborations with Adidas and stuff, and you know, you can see what more proof do people need that grime is the alive. Future and is alive.
Yeah. I feel like those are my main reasons for just doing all this, like pushing. Like, a lot of these things that people have seen, they just think it's happening. I've been pushing, I've been going to meetings, I've been talking to people for years. Some of these people didn't understand what the hell I was trying to do 3 years ago. If even yesterday I was going through my texts and the ones that I don't look at. And it was funny because I was looking through messages of people that didn't believe.
Okay.
And they was messaging me like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Come and do this. Yeah, we've got some money for this. And it's like, well, maybe no.
Yeah, it's like, where were you, you know, when 3 years ago when we were talking?
It's cool. It's not a bitter thing. It's not like, but you got to be, you know, do things for the right reasons as well. You know, I learned that one off JME. You do things for the right reasons, man. Like, and some things I didn't really used to see before. Before I'd been like, oh yeah, raw, look, I've been trying to show my man this for time and now he wants to do it. Let's do it. Whereas if really am I meant to be looking at it and thinking, okay, he wants to do it now because what I was telling him about, I've proved and gone and done it, and it's bigger than anything you're working on at the moment, so you're going to want to be involved in it. But it just depends on what type of spirit that person's coming with or what their vibe is and why they want to do it.
Yeah.
It was for a genuine reason and they're like, you know what, I got it wrong. This is that, let's do this, you know. Then yeah, but if it's just because you feel that you want to catch up where you left off, then I don't want to do it. I just want to focus on the new generation. I just want to focus on Mez, helping people like Mez. You know, people like Mez come to the clash. I told him a day before his clash, he wrote the lyrics all that night and came to the clash. Everybody else had 2 weeks preparation. So people like him, I want to really like push them to the forefront because, you know, it was not money driven. It's not nothing to do. It's just sheer hunger.
Yeah, of course.
Wants to do the music, and I think those people like that are the future of UK grime music.
Yeah, but I think having guys like yourself and obviously the rest of Boy Better Know performing, I mean, we were down at Reading Festival this year, caught you guys on the dance tent headlining that. Seeing things like that has got to be such an inspiration to the people coming through, the younger artists, and saying, you know, look at how hard you guys have worked and where you've got to. Like, one day we hope to emulate that.
Yeah, I think that's important because everybody says to me, oh, how do you feel about this year's festivals and the stages that you done were great and everything. For me, it gives me it fulfills me, and you know, it makes me understand all the work that we've been doing. It's paid off and stuff like that. But like you said, the most initial part of all of that is for them other younger kids that doing what we're doing, actually love, can look and be like, I can do that. I can do that. They done it. I can do it. It's the most important thing for them to take from it, for me, anyway, personally.
Yeah, definitely. Especially where, in just talking specifically about London, because obviously, we're both living there and from there. There's a lack of opportunity for a lot of younger people these days, and to be able to use music as a platform to be positive in their life, and seeing people like yourself get to where you've got.
Yeah.
It's a huge inspiration.
I feel like the reason being that there being no platforms is the reason why I still do this. So I remember coming out, we had youth club, we could go youth club, and the government would sponsor money for us to get equipment, and everybody would come there and we'd rap together, and there's a little community. And then we had radio, we went to radio after that. But then after that, there was like a lack. In between radio and now, and the internet, there was a big gap of like cultural, social, like meeting grounds. There was nowhere, and then I remember doing Lords of the Mics again, and doing all these type of events. I think this really brought everybody back together. Everybody knew each other from, like, not knew each other, but seen each other on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
But they'd never been around each other and had a conversation or dealt with each other in a manner of, like, face to face,
Yeah, cool.
So I felt I was glad that the music could bring people together like that, So, and like, even if you look at today, I'm interviewing him, but there's so many other guys here.
Yeah.
That they're mingling, they're going to do stuff together through this project, and they're going to grow to be friends. Not everybody's going to, be best friends, hang around together, but you're going to meet new people, you're going to work with them. It's just, and when you go out somewhere, you might see someone that you saw from here, and it's a little bit easier to click. You know what I mean? It's not. So I feel like Lords of the Mics really gave a good social platform as well, where everybody could kind of show love to each other and work. Even though it's a head-to-head DVD where people are going against each other, it seems a bit ironic to say, but it is a very family-orientated kind of thing. Like,
yeah, it is. There's a real family feel about it.
Yeah, every time we do it, everybody gets together. Yeah, we eat together. We go out. We do the shows. We do the press. We do the raves. We do, and it's something to do initially as well. On top of that, it's something to occupy, keep these guys off the street.
That's it.
Give them hope.
Yeah.
Make them want to do something with themselves. Yeah. And for me, it's the same way I get something out of it. It's like, people like Mez, he's known in Nottingham, whatever, what's not. But since I've been playing him to my crew on my tour bus, playing it to thing when Lord of the Mics come out, so many people are going to see him that never saw him. And I hope that just benefits him as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we can help him as much as possible as we can,
Yeah, and I think even, for platforms like Gig Sluts, like last year we were down at Lord of the Mics 6, all the press days and stuff like that, and we caught up we were at the Channel 4 news thing that we did at a G-Shock store. Now, we've been shooting videos for a while on the YouTube channel, and they've been picking up a few hundred views about, indie artists and whatever. We shot one video, we've used Stormzy, Nov, a few other people, Young's Tef was there, 100,000 views straight up. Like, it just goes to show the platform that Grime is at these days. And even for a site like us that features indie music and, rock music and grime and hip hop and sort of everything, it just goes to show that it's cross-genre, it's multi-genre, and there's such a huge fan base of the grime scene. And Lord of the Mics is definitely an organisation that supports that.
It's weird because I've always believed in these kids, but like I said, I never always had didn't always have the money to fund this and do all this stuff. So mainly when I realised, cool, I'm gonna get money from this, I'm gonna do this DVD, just get it and put it back into these kids.
Yeah, reinvest.
Sometimes that sort of thing. Like, Lord of the Mics it makes a lot of money, but at the same time we push a lot of the money back into the production, into the shows, into the artists, into the clothing, into everything to make people. So remember, people don't want to respect or be a part of something that doesn't look right.
Yeah. It's got to be packaged nicely.
Everything's got to be packaged right. Everything's got to look right. Everything's got to sound right. The people that are involved, they got to look right. Everything's got to be right. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just a big investment to invest in future investments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've got to invest money to make money.
Yeah. And for me, it's like, to be real, it's not just investing in me. A lot of this, like even to this press day, this costs money to do. Everybody comes down, they do the press. Initially, they're going to get press. They're going to get press off the back of this, which we've paid for them to get because we want them to have exposure.
Yeah.
I could easily do this press day with just me.
Yeah.
And just come and sit here, talk shit to everyone, and blow my own trumpet, and just say these people's names, and I'll be the forefront of all this press all the time, always in the magazine. It's not about that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want to do as less as possible and make them do more because it's about them.
It's the chance, you know. That's it. You
them.
could quite easily make another Jammer album, push that, promote that, make your own music, and do your stuff that you're doing with Boy Better Know, and you know, Lord of the Mics can be a side issue and let them get on with it, but it's more than that, you know, and you can tell that you still got the passion for it that you had from day one, and that's a great thing, man.
I just feel like it's a massive part of the grime scene and entertainment scene. I feel like a lot of people making music just for music's sake. I mean, to make a song because I want to get the song playlisted and then I want to get loads of views on the internet, so I can get bookings, so I can get loads of money for my bookings. That's the normal structure of a musician now. Make a song that everyone likes, so I can get loads of views on the internet, do a video and then get loads of shows and then get loads of business. But it's like, that's cool, I hear you. But at the same time, I'm more about bringing more of me's out, because the more me's that appear, the longer and bigger and better the scene's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. I believe it's about the future, it's about the next gen, it's about pushing them, it's about investing in them, believing in them, giving them any opportunity, whether it's my show, my festival, bringing them out, doing a tune with them. That's what it is, man. Like, sometimes it's hard because there's many different angles that come into it that throw spanners in the works. But initially, it's just about working with all these guys, helping them out, pushing them, getting them on some stages that they can't get themselves on, and letting other people see them, and just letting them go home and maybe thinking, oh my God, actually, that guy believed in me, man. I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna write some more lyrics. So when I see them, man, I'm gonna show them. Like, sometimes that's all you ever needed, like someone to say, yeah, you know what, I hear you, bro. Yeah, like I believe in you. Yeah.
That's it. Someone to just show that kind of that interest and that belief.
I never really had that. My first manager was like my mum was very supportive. And my first manager, like, I wouldn't disrespect him or anything like that because he done a lot for me. But at the same time, I feel he knew what he was doing it for, because I was very ahead of my time and talented.
Yeah, okay.
So it goes like hand in hand. He didn't just say, here's everything, I don't want any money, just do you, because I think you're amazing. Like, but he did believe in me, and he did open some doors for me, you know, and give me just access to equipment that I would have never been able to afford at the time. That's the truth. And then I went on to buy my own equipment after that, and so on, build my own studio. But yeah, man, like I said, it's initially about just believing in people and giving people energy and strength to carry on, and believing in themselves and doing stuff. That's it. Like, that's my message that I want people to take from 10 years anniversary and, you know, the decade and the celebration. Just, whether it's your mate, your friend, if you see someone and doing something good, just give them a bit of support. Let them know that you're with them. If they need anything, help them out. Not that hard. Pretty straightforward. But exactly. It works.
That's it. And let's hope that, you know, 10 years from now, we're sat somewhere similar saying 20 years of Lord of the Mics, unbelievable.
Somewhere similar at the top of the centre point in one of them glass.
Yes. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
No, it's wicked. Thank you very much, Jammer.
See you, brother.